Hello. Uh, no echo. Bad. Just to get that set up and started. So, we have brand new game. Highly excited. You clicked way too fast. Hello. I have. It's not Kingdom Hearts. I know we said Kingdom Hearts last time, but no Kingdom Hearts this time. Brand new game, just released about an hour ago. I've been sitting here setting up everything. I do not have Streamlabs. I'm dumb and just no. But it doesn't even matter. We have the fun, exciting this. That's true. I hope you're feeling good. I saw the pictures and whatnot. I hope you are resting well and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now. Oh, look at this! Oh! I'm so excited. So let's just go over a couple things because I actually have the DLC. Of course. I'm actually able to switch outfits for them, which of course we're not even going for the normal one. I'm gonna keep her normal. I'm just gonna show them off actually. These are like the different outfits and whatnot. I will say Sherlock's just stay normal. I mean, this is like the iconic, but this one I'm keeping that for sure. What else? What else? What else? With the girl? Yeah, it is. It's just... Yeah, alright. Hold on. Okay, so the options, I either could choose between Japanese or English, which I think for the first one we'll keep it in Japanese and we'll go try it out in English and then we'll see how it goes. Just because, yes. Here we go. I hope there's nothing that's like, you have been DFCA'd.
まさに今、西洋文化の大波が押し寄せていた。活気に満ち溢れる帝都の民は変化、革新の熱気にむせ返り、その変化に戸惑う者も飲み込んで、時代は大きなうねりの中にあった。そして今、そんな時代を舞台に一つの物語が幕を開く。
Oh yeah, we get the bullet notes. I definitely gotta lower it just a slight bit though. That is a very strong sound. That should not exist that strong. But it does. Give me one second, I just need to confirm one last thing. Because I have a friend that loves Ace Attorney just as much as I do. And he doesn't know that I'm streaming at the moment because I did this so just really fast. I still can't believe this is happening. Ooh! How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer! Sorry. My name is Ryonosuke Naruhodo. Also, hold on one sec. Can I... Okay, so I cannot change the audio that quickly. Oh, listen to that music! I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. If you want to. I don't mind. If you want to, yeah. I don't care. I have fun just having fun, dude. If you want to just join in just to have some fun and memes, go for it. I don't know. Oh, let me check my green screen filter just a second. Fair enough. Let me see. I can call you. I can call you. That is a very, very true statement. Give me 2 seconds. I have to remember how to actually use Discord when I'm losing my mind at the moment. There we go. Right here.
Hello.
Lord, you sound so, like, clear.
I know, well, that's what you get for a professional microphone.
Alright, buddy, calm down. Let's calm down for just a second, alright? Oh, let me...
Yes, gotcha.
Okay, your audio's pretty good. Seems like... Okay. Let me just do this really quick.
Yep, gotcha.
So, instead of... whatever, I will have it...
I gotcha, yeah.
You may need to mute the stream, but at least now you can see it without any kind of delay.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Perfect.
Good stuff. Also, hello, this is Mr. Midnights at Valhalla himself.
Hello.
He streams, and that's about it. He's not good. He's not great. He's not bad. He just streams.
Exactly. That's the best way to put it.
Simple and clean, baby.
Simple and clean. Why did that sound like something for
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
Technically, the title, it is simple and clean, but you know.
Clean. Yeah.
I'm definitely not trying to keep it like that.
The reference. Yeah.
Okay, so what voice do you know what? I know the perfect voice to give you. No, I know the perfect voice.
Okay.
I'll be the main guy, but I want you to have a specific one because I like this character a lot. Now here I am waiting my trial. That's you.
Oh, that's enough.
That would be you.
Oh, he's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer.
Who are you? Well, let me give you...
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Let me do this really quick, because I know that there is a... wait time. We'll give it about 3 seconds to see how long that lasts. That way, when you get to read it, you're actually able to. Lawyer? Oh, that's too long.
Yes, and until the judge has given his case...
Oops.
Oh. All good.
It's okay, we can do this. Deliciousness.
Yes, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal, so you will hold your tongue.
Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right. Rinosuke.
Oh! Yes, of course! Sorry! You reading that?
Yeah. What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not! You have to believe me. I didn't do it! I could never murder someone.
Because it's an orange. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Inosuke.
Wow, you're so cool! Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive.
What? Wait, am I saying this aloud?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just doing that for that. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. My qualifications don't mean much yet.
He said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. What's up?
As I say, I swear, where's this breeze coming from?
3 days ago. No, that's just the Japanese powers. Yes,
Yeah.
that's when all this started. My eyes!
Oh god, flashbang.
Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you. And proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend! It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean, to see the real thing with my own eyes.
Whoa there, champ. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me.
No.
We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. It's time to go to the Shadow Realm.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in an English class tomorrow then, partner.
Dead.
Also, just for people that didn't know, I used to do drama class, so...
Sick. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Straight after that? Interesting English.
Oh, there's someone else.
I don't...
What's that?
Let's see. Let me have a word. Oh, snap!
Ah. Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. The English is so weird. I like it.
Yeah. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you.
Thank you.
Alright then, Inosuke. See you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma.
Oh, that motion is so nice. Holy shit.
Hmm.
Wrong Tony Stark's father.
This is Ugh! If I may? Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe? Yes, yes, that's right! My name is Eugene Mikotowa. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotowa! I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand.
That was good. Nice one.
As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
Nani?
What?
Oh, okay. I think...
As I suspected, you were unaware of this.
Shit.
I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear it! I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless... Hey, Yuki! I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. See, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? The game is out just an hour ago, baby! You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
Oh, and hello.
Ah, yes, my boy. Sorry, my boy's here with me too.
That's okay. Yeah, what's up?
But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. I'm not going to. Right, so I have it on Steam. Yeah, it's pretty good. As soon as the trial starts, keep your mouth shut, boy. The judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Whoops, that's my wrong words. Wrong voice.
It's okay.
Of course
okay.
not. Defendant! There's so many words of me.
Oh.
Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
Oh shit.
Ah, it would seem our discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Must be you, my boy! Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Damn. You go to drama class too?
This is it. This trial goes badly. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more... I'm not anymore, Yuki. I'll be found guilty. Murder. And so... with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. I quit. I couldn't take it. It was no longer fun for me. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny.
As I leave through the exit.
You were not guilty. No!
Nah. 22nd November, 9 o'clock a.m. Supreme Court of Judiciary Courtroom number 2.
So this is a courtroom. I love it. The idol narration's so good.
The Supreme Court of Justice. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery.
Those guys look like Russians.
Lots of military and other uniforms in there. Yeah.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Ooh.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. Oh, these...
What? Why?
It'll become clear in time. For now... You need to concentrate, Rinosuke. It's about to begin. Oh my god.
Who should do this one?
The court will now hear the trial of Rinosuke Naruhodo.
So good. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm.
Also, before anything else, yo, Yuki, nice on getting closer to the 14 endgame. That story just, so good. I can't wait for Endwalker.
I watched the cutscene, man. Holy shit, that was so good.
So good.
Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question.
Probably wondering
Who's
how I
going to
got
defend
here.
me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Wait and see. No, I'm just kidding. Answer I do.
You are now husband and husband. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who you...
Hi.
Whoa. Hi. Oh, what do you know? It's you. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruto, will be defending myself. See you, Yuki.
You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad.
Dang, nice.
Means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you all that out of context?
No, it's not that, really! It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes.
True.
I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defense's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well.
That's good.
Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Oh, objection. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruto-san?
Hmm? Oh! Yes, exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judiciary of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruto?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for a task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes!
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. Uh-oh.
Oh.
But... wait.
There's more.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank?
You know me so well.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of the E key. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. Because the E key's
I just have to press E for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose.
Like right on the desk.
That's right, kids. Grab your keyboard and press the letter E.
Just takes it out from his pocket. Eh. Oh, you actually took it out into...
Alright, there's no time to lose.
Because they definitely don't know where the E key is.
Oops, wait. Oh, I have to press E right now. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with E. You find the details about the victim in here, including me. When you're done, just press the Z key to go back.
Here you go. The victim of the case. He was visiting professor of medicine in the British Empire. Oh, okay, got it.
Also visiting him. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press the R key to present. Try it now.
The victim was none other than Kazuma Sogi. Oh, then why is that pompous-looking boy with the billowing headband still standing next to you? Oops!
Oops doesn't do that justice. Not content with having killed Dr. Wilson, now you're claiming my murder as well?
I haven't killed anyone!
Then concentrate and actually read the court record before you answer. I must say you are not instilling the court with much confidence here. Quickly, give him the correct answer before he turns his gavel on you. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press the R key to present. Try it now.
The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England invited to UMA University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trail has these unnatural peculiarities, is it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Deja vu, bro.
Deja vu.
British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. It is.
You know, I thought of something really cool.
Wait, what?
That was actually perfect. It said wait. I was thinking, you know, what we should do sometime is actually because I do love these games a lot. I've always wanted to do voices for the original games, going back to it, but actually doing it, and I never did because I was just, you know, we didn't have all this. It was kind of, you know, yeah, that's right. Have you ever decided to or considered doing that too? Go back to them and play them on stream?
Which ones? Like the original Phoenix Wright games?
The originals, yeah, and Apollo Justice and stuff like that.
So not really. Like I kind of like just watched the gameplay of it. Like I never actually like bought the other ones. I'd say if I like had to pick one of them that I really liked, I'd probably do Apollo Justice because that one's
Apollo,
just like
yeah.
I love Apollo's just everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But like the normal games, I'm just like, eh.
Really? I remember when I played it on my iPad the first time, and I went through the whole thing. I was glued to it. I could not. I was in Algonquin. We were at my family's we were doing a vacation with the family, and as soon as we got back to the hotel, I was playing that thing consistently for like hours. It was so good, and the plot twist, holy shit!
I had to say because like the whole like spiritism thing inside of it and everything like that, I kind of like stayed away from it. That's why I like Apollo Justice and then this one. Yeah, like Dual Destiny's had it, but you can actually skip trials, so I just skipped like the second trial and I got all the other ones, and I was just like.
Well, I can promise you, if you do give it a try, just at least the one game out of from, because I know the Steam has all the collection. If you ever do pick it up, trust me, because of the spirit medium thing, don't let that discern you from getting it or even playing through it, because dude, oh my God.
I did watch it. Remember, I have seen like most of the actual gameplay to it, like all the twists and turns through the different games.
And the DLCs too. Oh, okay. So you're pretty much up to speed with.
My favorite one is Edgeworth Investigations.
Yes, where you're moving around was it?
Yes, the most cringy one of all of them. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Dick Gumshoe's my favorite.
There's a cool video about like them making fun of it and whatnot. It's pretty good. I think it's from like Jello Apocalypse, something like that.
Okay, chill. Well, hey, if you ever do consider it, and I'm not streaming, of course, it's when I'm not streaming that you're streaming. Because if I were just ending, because usually I end like right about now, like usually around there, I've just been raided you by now. But this kind of works out anyways. But yeah, if you do, let me know, and then I'll. I've been wanting to do some work with this because I love these games, man. Oh my God.
Will do.
Right,
yeah, I've seen a little bit of this because they were actually translating it, and I got to see some of the thing, but I've kind of forgotten it. So I'm kind of back to being blind, but kind of not. We'll see how it goes.
That's always a good thing.
Very true.
Oh, good idea to save to you, because you never know about those crashes.
Actually, I think it's already saved.
Is
it?
Wait. Okay.
No, now it is. Now it is.
It's because the auto one, I don't think you can overwrite.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a separate save. That's cool. Yeah. All right.
I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Cause of death. Well, obviously that was
Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
By evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Oh, well, you have to follow... Every game, you have to do the meme of presenting your badge. The evidence that clearly shows the victim's cause of death is, of course, this!
And on what basis do you present this evidence?
Well, because he was in the court record, of course.
Slow down. Why did you pick that? Is there something more relevant looking?
Well, now that you say that, I suppose...
Buddy, Luke, he just burn you? Pick the wrong piece of evidence again, and it won't be mystery as to your cause of death.
Yikes, he sounds and looks deadly serious.
Yo, did he unsheath a bit of his... Oh my god, he did. Find the piece of evidence to show the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Damn.
Postmortem report. Alright, there it is. Oh wait, can I actually, like, zoom into it now? Oh, I can, by pressing space. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic. Huh, alright. This one says time of death shortly after 2 p.m. Got it.
So, small caliber weapon?
Well, it seems like it.
Yeah.
According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Can I just
Oh, sorry,
that's
yes!
Really good.
That's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
I'll twist you.
This is a so-called photograph print of the scene of the crime.
Look at this photograph.
You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Oh, nice. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. So that's a photograph print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail's incredible.
Yeah, caught in 4K.
Caught you
Very
goofing.
well, I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Literally 40 minutes of this nonsense.
Hey, this is
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. This is it then.
It's my FA. I'm just kidding. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. Oh.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Is he the... Oh, shit. Yes, clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me, but that doesn't mean he can be a witness. Well, I could still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Azuma Asogi must not be a defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice. Rein in that crazy look of B. Wilderman. Okay, I was just like, that's why.
That
Internet.
cold sweats. Yum.
Mm.
Only if you
Oh,
rein in that
cold
crazy
sweats.
headband and control the cold stares first. So that means it's constantly doing that. You do realize that, right?
What? Oh, from the flapping.
Yeah, that means it's constantly doing
Okay.
that.
Band flapping. You know,
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Want to do that one?
Yeah, sure. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Oh, I love it.
I am the head waiter of the Western style restaurant called La Carnival. Oh, he's bleeding. Interesting.
Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
This is a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Well, it really, really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago.
Understood. Murasaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir.
No petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, aspiring maybe, but aspiring?
You do that way too well. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have very few diners at the time of day. The lunchtime rush was over and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him.
Good job telling him that you picked up the gun, though.
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur! But...
You just called you an amateur, are you gonna take that? Well, the next time you interrupt in an appropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruto. Don't worry, Rinosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
Ugh. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No.
It took so long just for that.
There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around the table?
That's a lie. What's the matter, Inosuke?
That's just not right.
Yeah, 'cause
When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Really? Oh, this music?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Let's interject! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw.
Kosaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like to. The floor plan? Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record.
And having a bad cough like that, you need to go to the hospital. Shit.
So, the court has now heard a precis of the case.
Yes, at the moment of the gunshot was heard in the restaurant.
Hi, Amara. Did you finish streaming? Already?
Naruhodo.
Oh no. George, please. Well, let me read this really quick.
Yeah.
I finished about an hour ago. I see. I want... Whoa.
Wait, you can magnify? Wait.
You got a magnifying glass for it, yeah. But I don't know why I would need a magnifying glass for this. There's like no reason.
Maybe there's some... You
We'll see.
magnifying glass that too?
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool. Okay.
Alright, we don't have anything just yet.
Okay.
Okay, let me just autoplay back on. Well, welcome then. And thank you for the follow.
The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Also, hello. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency?
If you admit to your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I...
What do you think I should do, Kazuma? It's Kazuma instead.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems.
Sir, I'm thinking in my head exactly through what you just said.
Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Mikotobo said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Rinosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see how decisive this evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor Yachi, please continue with proceedings.
Tisk, well, you were warned the young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witness.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
More than one now? Dang.
Shit.
What do I got next?
What the fuck?
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
I didn't know there was a Russian Robotnik that had a diet.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Lisa Nosa reporting for duty, sir.
Myself, I am a fine employer to prevail the fine articles of antiquity from the upper scenes of our nation, Nippon. And to conduct my trade from to stay a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kuryokuta, at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
And they must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself and Harrogate take the tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. Not infrequently converse with the interesting parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Can't understand a word that the old man is saying.
That confounded kids, get off my lawn. He's an antique dealer. It sounds like he's a regular at Lower Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Oh, one of those people. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
He does.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war. Sir! That was black uniform... It was that black uniform robed infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. Soldiers claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Yes. If I'm honest,
Yes.
I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Well, if I'm honest, yes. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony. Please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment of the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by ready to report, sir.
He's like a Jamin Jones Jameson kind of guy, too. And savory memories of a most epic afternoon. Yo, that guy's earlobes look like...
Look like hoops.
yeah.
What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden cherry on the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously as-gone precious curio. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Oh God, what times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed into the broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I had finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up,
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
there is.
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now, before I kill you.
As we have heard, Your Excellency. There is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony in the court has heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense demands the right to cross-examination. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it, it's irrelevant. Gulp.
Oh, whoops, I missed that.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, here comes the fun part. Oh, okay, well, yeah, the fun part there. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means that what that soldier has said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
I already know what I need to present.
Do you?
Alright then. I just realized what he just did. Did you notice what he just did?
You just did the...
No, you know how
wait.
everybody's been like slamming their hands against the table and all he does is just a really light...
Oh, okay.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah, he's getting in it. He's getting into it. I'm really feeling it.
What the witnesses saw.
Now, one tip about these kind of games too, if you realize, is that sometimes if you present evidence a little too early, you might have it just a 2 ahead of time. So it's
Yeah.
you could just press them.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having it. Actually, I don't need to read this again.
Yeah. I will say it again because I lost my memory again.
No, no, you don't.
What's it? No. There is that.
Check this
Wait.
out. I don't even need to press him, but I will do this just for fun.
Don't press him.
So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was... Ah! I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Who else do you see around here in black uniform, Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
Point.
It was you, you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man. I'm behind his back and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me! Huh?
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. Something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it.
I got an achievement
For choking on it? That's good.
for prime pressing.
No, that's cool. I did a thing.
Oh. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Did you actually go and by accident?
No,
Listen,
I clicked to the left, but
Oh.
like it went right instead.
It's okay. We know that there are lies lurking in the statements. It's time to expose them. Like I said before, the key is to using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing the E key. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency.
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with the R key and rip the witness apart. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you dealt too many penalties, the defense case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So with that said, pursue the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Make sure you shove it right up their ass.
Uh-oh.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Let me write all this down. Okay, so what was it that you were saying that seemed to it was the worry?
Oh, him shooting from the back when it's supposed to be shooting from the front.
Ah, yep, there it is. Yep. And you know it's because when the music stops.
Sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not always.
Oh, look at this motherfucker.
I'm not saying anything. That's great.
Awkward silence. Hmm?
What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photograph print in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir!
Inconsistency.
I mean, yes! There's a clear inconsistency here. But you keep noticing that he's trying his best to slam the table and he can't.
Yeah.
This is nonsense.
Can't believe he's doing it.
What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that,
Oh, this is where you use magnifying glass, huh?
I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth.
Shit.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
Hmm.
So frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Oh, it's the man's theme song. Kazuma, what?
Yo, that's Miles's pose too, because he always does that with the oh shit.
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense. Photographic, I'm sorry. That there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Can we get these models in VR chat?
I
Sergeant
don't know.
Anderson Nosta.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
I'd love to RP shit like this. The statement you just made was this. And I quote, "The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel."
I mean, let's be real here for just a second. I'm pretty sure the answer to that is probably yes. It's just the game just came out, so we probably won't see anything just now until then.
Yeah, true. But you know how those data miners are like. They'll get that shit even before then.
Oh, true. Also, if anybody just noticed that my my green screen just started freaking out in the back there, it's because I just got a little funny little thing here. Let me just show it off really quick. This is for something that I have on the side because my mom, well, excuse me, I cook with my friends and I just got a new tripod and it actually has this thing on top. My mom got it for me, and
Oh, that's cool.
the light was actually kind of helping out for the back here, but it is dead.
Ah, shit.
That's it. That's why if you notice a little bit more like flakes in the green screen, because I can't go too much, because for whatever reason, I probably need some more lighting, because this game is actually pretty dark. So you'll have to unfortunately just deal with it. I mean, I can just scoop my body over some more into the corner. I'll be fine.
To be honest with you, when I'm looking at your stream, dude, it's not very noticeable. It's there, but it's not going to be like your entire background is being shown green, so you're good.
I got you. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw what I did. I don't know if you saw what I did on the stream.
Oh, I just noticed. Hey, sorry, there's a little bit of delay. Actually, let me refresh, dude.
I know, that's why I was just like, I'll never know.
Enhance. Wait, no. Shit, go back.
There we go. I'll leave my face just right there. All right. All right, ready?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because
Take a close look at the print. You can clearly see your mother in there. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness's statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. I don't know why I thought it was so funny. And that this obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? No, we're doing the
What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Isla Nosa, lied. Did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Ooh, that was actually good.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. Your mother's absurd. I'm sorry. There's no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this crowd. Oh, damn. Okay, that's even. Oh my god. Damn, he just took him back to like.
There's been a complete
centuries.
turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy. He really did. He just destroyed this man's career. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
He said it. He said the name of the game.
He said the thing.
But I definitely saw him. The university cut it there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
I was gonna say, why are you deep throating your goddamn mic?
Ace attorney. I didn't fire a gun. All I did was pick it off the floor.
I was about to take a drink and just, And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself and I have already been quite clear.
Ace attorney.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
Getting my ass nailed. What treasure?
Close enough.
Treasure? Indeed, the Hoya era Koban, my prized coin, on each occasion when I visit that restaurant. It is my habit to place it in my bosom pocket at a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute.
In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you?
On the day under scrutiny, it was the military man that I proffered my Hoy treasure. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. But I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The Koban vanished?
Oh god, I really want to say, hunting around under the table, I was in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened.
What happened? Oh my goodness. What a mess.
Oh man, that's what she said.
Of course, I'm gonna just leave you behind here now at this point.
No, I know. I'm sorry, but that was just too good to not pass up.
You kidding me? That was the perfect time for you.
It was? Okay, I'm glad. That's my old man voice, by the
Bro, I
way.
invited you here. You're allowed here.
Okay, well, I appreciate.
You're allowed to be
well, I
violent
appreciate-
here.
I appreciate the welcome.
All right, you keep reading.
Okay. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed, I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my obstacle. Nothing could distract me. I'm sorry, that actually worked kind of perfect. Out of interest? Did you find the coin in the end? And did you deliberately skip my little line when I was trying to be old?
No,
Yes.
I actually opened it up so I could hear the rest of it because
No.
it
Hey, good. Oh, gotcha.
it jumped on you.
Let's see. Is it on all play? Oh, it is on all play, isn't it? That memorable day, the precious Hoy Koban was lost to me.
When it's not yellow is when you can tell, and the top right.
No doubt some scrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Oh, shit. As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it will be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Yachi?
Alright, not your excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witness have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing the next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? As he looks like that.
Also,
Very well. What's up?
300 viewers. Not like right now, but it's like consecutively since the beginning of me streaming. I have now 300 visits.
Hell yeah! Congrats, man. Is
It's cool.
that clear?
Hold on.
Okay.
This
Very
is where you're
well,
at.
the
Yeah.
court in-
Whoa, sorry.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? Yes, clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Oh, baby.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out of your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name, Ido.
Oh, It seems that the straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Ido. Attention! Your father's about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Little snot coming out of his nose. The true culprit.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was charged, it's almost the same thing. Oh, okay, great.
Yes, pointing his gun at the horned man he was, that young lad in black, that much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, and alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Well, that's a fucking lie. These testimonies are certainly
Wait! That's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman! There was a young woman at this table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We're not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Oh, excuse me? Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Counsel? Oh my god.
Indeed, at the table at which the victim was... Indeed, at the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one playset.
Did you already notice?
But there's not enough seats?
No. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
I haven't noticed yet. Ah, this doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
Let me take a look at that.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I don't understand.
Okay, so you look at that, right? Okay, now think about it for a second. What's odd about the picture?
The chair being turned?
Look at the other picture. Unless I'm mistaken, the stake looks still complete.
Well, it's
Like,
covered
it's
in
still
that
blocked.
one.
True. Okay, so that's what I thought. Wait, and there was wine there, one glass.
But regardless, why is the chair turned around?
Is it? Well, in the other picture, it was also turned around in that as well.
Yeah,
There's
I guess we'll
wine.
find out soon enough then.
Yeah, yeah. We'll keep going with it.
I thought it was because, like, you have 4 seats here, and all of them have 4 seats, but it only has
Wait.
2 there.
Yeah.
We'll find out eventually. We'll find out.
Tune in next week.
Alright, see you guys later.
Yeah, bye.
What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard have leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. Ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Tetsuguchi Ouchi, Ouchi,
Ouchie. I just got that.
Taketsuchi Aoichi, will have contributed to the amity of these 2 great empires is an honor. Ah. How can this be happening? Judge is ready to rule.
Stand tall, Renosuke. It's not over yet.
Father?
Dad?
What? You're not my dad.
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
Excuse me. I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood?
Tisk, the rules can be so unbending at times. Ugh.
I think this is where pressing is actually more compelling than...
Yeah, this is where we have to, otherwise there's no way.
Yeah. The true culprit. Okay.
Why are you gonna press on that one? He's looking at the form, man. He was. Let me press that. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment... a gunshot rang in my ears.
Full of evidence beyond your control, life is. Apparently, I'm Yoda.
Sorry? What do you mean?
I come from a land of wonder. In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated to this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the Coban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Oh yeah, he was on the floor too. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Wait. That...
Furthermore, visual search... Oh yeah, let me press on this one.
Yeah.
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Even though we don't even know this woman yet, she's
If
starting to
only-
piss me off.
There'd been more people dining there at the time, and someone else would have noticed her.
Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. Past 2 p.m. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. Very
True.
true. Mm-hmm. I like how we both agreed. Naruhodo.
Oh snap.
Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat.
Do you want to read your funny lines right there? Where is it at? There it is. Oh, that was me. How do I keep missing these parts? I could have sworn it was you.
Son,
Okay, cool.
you're good. Hey, I mess up, we mess up, we all mess up. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of day and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. Huh?
Hmm?
There was?
This is new.
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
Oh. What is that, Counsel?
Bro, this man's withholding evidence. This
Yeah.
man. It is a medical report card, Your Excellency.
A medical?
It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. I'm yawning too much, you see?
I need my own medical report card. 19th November, noon past Wadorn.
Bro, I want you to understand that this is the Hota Clinic.
What a clinic? Yes, there would be indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon past 1 p.m. Past? Wait, the very day of the incident?
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case.
Everything has something to do with the case. I wonder, what do you think, Rinosuke? Proceed to count that as evidence.
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
The time? Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Really? Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not? Sure, why not? I can take a look at it myself. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. Bro, what if you're right about the
Objection.
steak?
Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
Bro, what
Wait,
if the medical report says that he can't eat steak and that's why the steak has not been eaten?
So I kind of unexpectedly called it.
Maybe, let's see. I beg your pardon?
I love these fucking games. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Alright, there we go. Good job, you
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Dang. That aged well.
Kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
It
yes,
aged really
aged
well.
very well.
The victim's medical report has been entered into the court record.
What we need right now is new clues.
Seems I can't do anything about it right now.
Okay. You have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you'd like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurikuta-san. Oh, I get it. I love when they all do that, when they just, like, jump in.
Yeah.
I want to press that one again? Oh, why not? So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone.
Yeah, wait, how could... That I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in. He was on the floor. How could he
Not
see?
the entire time. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? Let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there's only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. Yep. If so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no... Oh, that's you.
If I'm perfectly
Now, see,
honest, I
there
have
you go.
absolutely no idea. Can I go back? I can't. I always make you go forward.
Excellent work, Renosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, we have to progress that way. Oh, you mean this?
Yes. Yes. This is a brand new piece of evidence.
Oh, they're gonna teach me how to examine it.
Perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
There it is.
Nice.
Oh, exactly.
Alright. You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. There you go. These are the ones you may examine. Press space key, and you can take a closer look into the piece of question. Use up, left, down, or right. Oh, nice. To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. by using WASD. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press the space key to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card and put the keyboard down. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to use the arrow keys. WSAD in space to inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious. Oh, wait.
I didn't know you were playing Guitar Hero now. Oh, this is cool.
Hold a clinic on the medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm.
Oh, the flu shot.
Never forget it. Never in my whole life.
Oh my god. Most people would give their right arm to have had only one cold in their whole life. Very true. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything, so we're gonna have to turn it around. It's probably gonna give us detail, right? Oh. Oh.
There you go, I can actually click it instead of having to WSAD it.
Nice. Let's have a look. Some kind of medical history. So you think he's... there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. He couldn't eat?
Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? I feel like I remember this part of the thing.
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they use laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. True.
Oh, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not you.
No, I mean that's sounds like
Just kidding.
When I had my tooth removed, or a cavity, I had anesthesia to actually help with the pain, and I could not eat for like, I think it was an hour or two. Of course,
Yeah.
you know, advances in medicine make it shorter, but this is like back in like,
Oh no,
what,
it's still the same thing, because it's still the same now. I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and they were like, no, don't eat. I'm like...
But how long though?
It's about the same, about
Mine
an
was
hour or
like
so.
an hour. No, yeah, but they're saying 3 hours for this.
He died.
It died. The tooth died.
This new information... The meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely.
Let's go kill us some hoe bags. Yeehaw! That one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There we go. I can actually go backwards. There we go. Cool. With WSAD, I can go backwards and forwards.
Okay.
There it is. Yep, this is the one.
Okay.
Take that.
Yep.
Well, I think,
So you do know what that means, right?
Can I turn my autoplay back on? Yes. That we
No.
just
What
that
are
we
you
just confirmed that
wondering,
somebody
lad?
else is there now.
Call yourself a lawyer? Yeah, the woman ate the steak.
Yeah. I wish I could. First and foremost, here I'm the accused.
Not gonna lie, that steak looked pretty good. Rinosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
No problem, bro.
Good
I can
lord.
see it quite clearly in the cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. I'm glad you understood that preference. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Use the force, Luke.
Alright, and thanks for the advice. Kuratuka-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
Oh, I see. And I don't see what of it, boy.
Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement... Something clearly doesn't add up. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But... let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
That is bullshit.
But that's, Hold on, I'm just trying to fix my chair here.
Yeah. Remember, Rinosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Grr.
And fuck this guy in the ass.
Your Excellency, I believe we've finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial further.
Hmm.
The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could... This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Let's try ugly. Do you really believe that?
Did you go full on like Donald Duck there for a second?
What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Maybe. Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which has issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Ooh. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted?
What's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating for at least 3 hours. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat? So what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't be. Kurakuta-san.
What? Why? What? The time for dinner?
As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all.
Yeah. No.
Additionally, there's more? You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. Ooh! But that cannot possibly be the case.
There it is. He's been waiting for that death slap for his entire life.
Because the victim, as we now know,
To the point.
had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthesia.
Expertly done, partner.
We get our first objection music now. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at his photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection. Use your head.
Now, did you gotta say in Japanese? Yari.
Get out of here.
No,
That's a
Iggy.
very You get out of here. I know
There
I
you
say
go.
It's fast. There's a very
So good.
discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you!
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned.
I'm done.
Oh,
I'm done.
I'm out. Yeah, bye.
Bye. Nope.
Yes, the turns have tabled. I mean,
I hate this. The joke was used on me in real just earlier today, and I hate it.
seriously, legit?
Legit.
Oh,
Except the idiot said it incorrectly. He's like, it seems the tables have been positioned differently, and I'm like, I hate you.
That's a British term. Just kidding.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Hmm? Yes, most definitely.
So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beefsteak?
Oh no, that's even worse now. That means that the waiter was lying entirely.
The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So,
This is like multiple choice, isn't it?
probably. The person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... me!
As a yet unknown third party, yeah.
Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore,
Bro, I love Ryunosuke's. I mean, Naruto. Yeah, Ryunosuke's eyes. Look at his eyes just darting all over the place.
I know.
It's so
It's like-
good.
because he's nervous. The only logical conclusion is that there was someone else there eating it. Bitch. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witnesses' testimonies are unreliable. the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
Kazuma. Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them, those two witnesses in the stand. What?
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
Oh, you fucked up now, bitches. And since it's a murder trial, oh, it's even worse. Oh, you will also be deemed complicit in the whole shit. Complicit in murder? No.
Negative. There was no mention of this as a tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man says. Following orders? Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Oh. Oh.
Oh, do you see him just deflate?
Yeah.
What?
Hope we get to clip that. That was actually
What
funny.
did you just say? Kurakuda-san? I don't have it open.
Oh, no. I can always recheck the one afterwards.
You were just following orders?
No, hold on, lad. I was, Say you never saw the gentlewoman? Question? When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with the lady from overseas?
What?
How do you know she was overseas? Oh!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
I mean, he just literally admitted the fact he's a gentleman, so yes, it is clear.
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue.
And that is perjury. You some dumbass. Order, counsel. Explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
That's classified.
So you prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
I mean, he's not wrong. Ryunosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence, military or government. However, you gotta prove that. I don't believe Achi had any idea about it.
What are you saying? Oh, whoops. Could have been on the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
You missed the line too.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
Bro, I'm just nervous. The court and blacked out.
and any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. I think I know who it is.
So we need to name whoever was to try to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut.
I know who it is. Do you know?
Of course, you fool.
Of course, we need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield this power here.
But how? How can we possibly...
Oh, I already know. Remember how we made progress before?
For?
Mm-hmm. We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. So if we check the card...
Oh yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. It makes sense because then if that's the case, that card there, right?
Mistakes were made, sorry.
That's fine. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Definitely!
It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you saw, you saw there.
Exactly! That's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen.
Hmm? Oh yes, what of it?
No one would use those complicated characters to write kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry.
Hmm? Yes, true characters can be changed. You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Inosuke. Chief I knew it.
Whoops. Somehow it didn't let me actually click it. Oh, it's because the wrong way.
Well, that's unexpected. See, that's why he was nervous.
What is?
Look, you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga. It's an
Well, yes,
undercover
business
agent.
cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
So he was undercover? It's not the names that's unexpected, it's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hasunaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Hmm.
Inspector? What on earth?
I have no idea. Well, let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here...
The waiter's business card information has been updated in the court record.
Yup. Alright, we've got what we needed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please wait! Your Excellency! I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Hmm?
Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. Just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head.
Just fucking throw it out. Oh yeah, here we go.
Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... John H. Wilson himself, the ghost. You!
Yeah.
Cha! Well, surely that would be... Satoru Hasunaga-san.
Tsunaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier?
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even the head waiter could not have possibly have that level of influence.
For
You know,
once, I would agree with you.
You know, it's funny, because technically the blood now makes sense.
The blood? Oh,
Mhm.
well, because he wrote it, the way we crossed it was in blood?
No. Because normally, you have... I don't know if... You remember Hunger Games?
And there's many, yeah.
Well, do you remember,
Hunger Games, yeah.
do you remember President Snow that he would always cough up blood?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, it's like some sort of way of saying he's lying or something?
No. Over the years of testing poison.
Oh!
I remember this part of
when
this
they become-
of the trial because
Oh.
my memories are joined between that, so I remember that part of it. We'll find out
So
later.
you're telling me, okay,
Yeah, but like these are actually detectives.
that is, the man truly were a waiter. Right, because it becomes hereditary after a time.
If he truly were?
Come on, Ryosuke. Time to hit this core with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hasanaga's real identity as proven by this evidence. Oh,
Which one is it?
there you go.
For a second, I did lose it.
The plan of the restaurant. Oh, did you? Sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure if we can conclude anything. Let's start look around the card.
Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
True. I beg your pardon?
Or perhaps I should have said the front. Yes!
Ooh.
It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. It's the front of the back.
uh, uh. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? That's not his son. Sketch the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of this business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession, but that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective?
Undercover.
I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
That's why he was nervous giving his card.
Yep.
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. Dirty cops. So witnesses there in the stand. Was in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you've seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Well... Inspector Hosonaga! This music is like...
I was worried something like this may happen.
This is so weird, because this music is Dual Destiny's music.
Wait. Holy shit! Oh my god. Did you like the sudden change of my voice? Because now we're kind of detective going back to his actual voice. Okay. So, I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well... Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. It looks like he came right out of Persona.
Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
I strive to carry out all the investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
So, you mean to say you were the art detective?
No shit, Sherlock.
Can't say that here. You gotta say
Yeah, I know, because
the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh no! Did you know that they changed the name in the localization?
Bro, did they really?
Yeah,
No,
his name's not Sherlock Holmes. It's Herlock Sholmes.
Oh wow, I still Sherlock Holmes anyways, to me.
Why would a detective be working as a restaurant But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course, your salary must be terrible.
Oof. I was working undercover.
Undercover?
Yeah. Yes, there has been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? There's more than one? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Honosaga, before you elaborate on the one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. At the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. That is indeed true. Clearly, you will also have been aware of this person's presence having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable!
As I suspected. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim had slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite of the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed would be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say...
Even higher than his pay grade. Remove the English woman from the scene at once. Oh shit. It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if this English woman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. I mean, in a court of law, you're supposed to continue with it. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as a primary suspect, oh yeah, would cause a well thought if irrefutable evidence that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But it's not right.
No. It's not part of the... One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yumi University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical research is a young English woman.
What?
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour.
You mean...
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it'd be prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory at Yumi University's medical faculty.
What is happening here?
I met under orders from the police bureau. I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. Oh, she must be like... And ordered these witnesses to make no other mention of her in their testimonies. Oh, so she's a bigger... Must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. Recess. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Therefore, namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we now discover that this premise is false, it would be a discretion of our justice system to ignore the truth and will give a ruling at this point.
But, Your Excellency! That would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraph report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Yeah,
Nice.
You fucking don't. Inspector Honosaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
He's also in the courtroom and he has to go by it, as I said before. It is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So, it won't be a problem?
Ah, I kind of like this guy. Nothing will get in my way. Yo, this Chad. Poor guy, though. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good. And we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Nice.
I think that's a fair time to stop the stream.
2 hours, 27 minutes, yeah.
How'd you know?
That was... Because I've got 3 monitors.
Oh, fair enough. It's because I'm looking at my thing too. Do I want to save my progress? Of course.
Yes,
Oh, you like putting it over and not like in each one, just loop it?
Correct.
I've been doing that recently. Yeah. You know, first time I started doing it was Resident Evil 8.
Don't look at it. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't look. No, stop reading it. Stop.
3080.
No.
Supreme Court of Jukeninium.
No.
Okay, there you go. Oh,
Oh, wait, I didn't mean to save.
no, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, or you can save it anyways. Okay.
No, I
Alright.
can actually do this real quick. Where is it at? Apparently they're different courts now in session. So I'm sure you've heard the song already before, have you not?
Mhm.
Actually, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. So now there's an unused version of it. Listen to how that sounds,
Wait,
dude.
isn't that
So the actual like
music of the very first?
yeah.
Oh, Maiba. Oh, that's the composer.
Yeah, it's the composer's notes. So he just took inspiration from the original like Phoenix Wright games.
Oh, that sounds. Do you prefer the unused?
I like the unused. I like it fits definitely the theme of this one a lot better, but the unused one is such a great thing.
Right. Now, what was the one that you wanted to send that was from Dual Destinies, you said?
Oh, that one
Sam,
was.
right? Wait.
I'm not sure which one that was. I just know like there was one that was especially like it was used correctly, and I was like, oh, interesting. We have this one, our boy here.
Kazuma.
That's our boy.
Hell yeah. It's our boy. Not
But then we have the
Kazuma
unused
from
version of him.
Konosuba.
They point out this version sounded like something you might hear at the public baths.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. I do prefer
It's funny.
the non-unused one. Great aids to education. Oh! Wait. Overture of Adventures, go back to that one? Unused?
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's the one we have as normal, and then
Oh, too similar. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
because it sounds too much like this.
Yeah, I could see that.
We have different versions of it too.
Okay.
Oh, that's so. This is good.
That one's really good. That would be good for when he's winning. Like, it's starting to change the tide a little bit more with it. That
This
would
one? It didn't have a strong enough Great Ace Attorney vibe. Ooh. Oh, it's like a Japanese version of it. But it's
Almost
like more
has
like
a-
Ace Attorney
also-
Japanese rather than
Yeah,
Great Ace Attorney.
but also has that kind of feeling of like Sherlock Holmes kind of,
Yeah.
which would.
I
make
think
sense.
Unused 2 is my favorite one though.
It was, yeah. That's good. There's so much content. I love it.
I know. I have like all the art and stuff like that too. I'm just like, hey. We'll see that another day because
dude,
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's gonna be spoilers.
My favorite art for any, like my favorite character design was Trucy.
Ah.
You remember Trucy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause she
cool.
had so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. That
No,
was
no, no. I want to
fun.
hear you. What you were saying.
Oh no, because I like the overall look of her. Because she, she's a magician. She goes by a family that is in the line of magicians. Tries to be,
The good
the
old
same kind of
Grammys.
way. Good old Grammys, yeah. And so it was just, I just loved her character design, the energy that she has as a character,
Yeah.
as at least for female wise, and of course the scruffy, you know, Phoenix Wright when he was out of
Apollo
the
Justice version.
yeah, 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 which was really cool because spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't actually played the game, basically Phoenix Wright made the what was it, the vote system for
The jury system.
witnesses?
Yeah.
The jury system, yeah. And that's how Gavin got fucked. I think it was Gavin, right? Gavin or his brother? Whichever Gavin was.
Clavier. Gavin is the other dude.
Yeah, that's right. The rock star. Yeah. So, God, what a great game that fucking was, man. My favorite part was when they talked about the envelope with that girl, that artist.
Yeah.
And she fell on the floor because she bit her nail and because there was poison on it. Bomb. I was like, oh, fuck me. And they couldn't
all
finish
worked
the
out.
trial because she went down, dude. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. So this so far, even for the tutorial, is really good. It's really good.
You've never played this game before, have you?
No, this is my first time actually checking it out.
Sick.
So I am completely blind on it, and hopefully my voices actually helped with that one.
Hell yeah, dude. This makes it a totally different experience instead of just being alone. Because tomorrow I might actually stream as well. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know if you're going to be there or not for it. But I will let you know. Well, I'm going to be streaming during the day, not at night.
Oh, okay. What time? Do you know what time?
Maybe 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay. Give me a shout when you're ready to go, just in case I do have to do a couple things.
Okay.
And
if not, you
that
can just
way-
always watch too, and then I'll just try and replicate your voices as close as I can and fail horribly.
No.
Because my voice is slowly dying.
I gotta keep my reputation up.
True, dude.
It was fun, dude. I'm glad I could make it at least a little bit more.
And I also appreciate you coming in. That was definitely the funnest thing I've ever had in a while. So let's give a big shout out to
Midnights in Valhalla.
for being an amazing person that just wanted to join in and do his great voices to it. Remember to go to his channel
Midnights in Valhalla.
to see his VR chat and other fun things. Actually, you know what? Since I am nice and lame and I have to actually do these things by hand, let me just make sure that I have.
You don't have to, man. I just came in here just to have some fun with you. And it's even better when we're both fans of the series. It makes it even better. Makes it way better.
Like that?
I think.
You see it in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's it. Yep, I do. But like I said, it's even better when you actually have someone that has just as much passion as you do with the game, right?
Oh yeah.
Just has that magic. Oh man, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. This game looks clean though. This is on Steam?
Yes.
How much is it for the people that know? If they watch your VOD?
Good question. I don't remember.
Let me check while you close up real quick and I'll tell it to your chat. Let's see, got my Steam up here. And again, it is called The Great Ace Attorney Crypts. Right there, yeah. The Great. 52.99 Canadian, so that would be about 45 American. Think about that, right? Yeah. Let's see. 40.
It's $40.
40 bucks.
Apparently, you can actually buy the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles and the Ace Attorney Trilogy for $60 as well. Because apparently, that's an actual thing that's going off with it.
That is, if you do not have that package, I highly suggest it because if you haven't played the games, it's good to start from. Actually, technically, if you're going by
chronologically, this one's the first one. So nice try,
yeah.
boy.
So, let me fucking finish, you little peasant. As I was saying, yes, chronologically speaking, yes, this is the first one. But if you want to go by just the games in their order, play the originals and then go up to great Ace Attorney, because a lot of them they brought up from Japan, and this is one of them, as well as Miles Edgeworth Attorneys, I think, or Investigations, as well as I think the second one is still elusive.
Bro. They're also selling the actual, they are selling the soundtrack for it, too.
You're fucking kidding me. Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
34 songs as one soundtrack, and then the other soundtrack has 26 songs in it. Oh, and it's 2 discs. My apologies. So it's actually not 26. It's actually 49 tracks in one, and the other one has 67 tracks.
There you go. Damn, that's a lot of music, and if you guys enjoy music, especially instrumentals, this is very good. Of
I'm
course,
about to buy it right now. Actually, you know what? I'm about to buy it right now.
There you go. Look at this, boss. Or I'm sorry, orchestra music, because another thing about the Ace Attorney series in general has great, so good music, especially orchestrated, especially from all around the globe when people actually do remixes on them too.
Well, not only that, but like it's so like different to hear that like I don't know how to explain it. Normally you only hear about the actual like soundtracks in Japan only. You really don't hear anything else. So the fact that they're actually giving you the full soundtrack and it's not just like hot garbage and whatever, because like there was a YouTuber that actually had posted something about it. That was just like it's not like just like
compared to the whole entire chronicles.
I would love to always just throw money towards people to just be like, look, I appreciate the effort that you did and this and that and all that. Holy cow! For all like 100 and something songs, it's like 3 gigs worth of stuff.
That's so good. And then you know what too? I know a lot of people, especially on YouTube, use the music. Like Ackman, who does reviews, has put in Ace Attorney music in his stuff at points, next to Banjo-Kazooie and whatnot. So yeah, he thinks highly of this game too. This series is bigger than you guys think. For people that don't know, it's also one of, possibly if one of the top figureheads of Capcom. Like Phoenix Wright is basically next to like Leon Kennedy, I guess you can say. Like if you were to tell me what Capcom is represented by, it'd be Mega Man easily. But then after that, it's Phoenix Wright.
Well, that's pretty cool, especially the fact that it took them this long to localize this game. That's pretty crazy, dude.
I know.
Hey, maybe we should localize Edgeworth Attorneys.
Something though?
What?
Oh, did you? Oh. Oh,
what?
Did your internet die? Oh, there you go. Sorry, your internet was lagged out there. I was gonna say, did you also notice that the Miles Edgeworth investigations aren't there yet? Isn't the first one available?
The first one's been available, but not the second one. The second one's still not translated yet. Also, my internet is going to be tanking at the moment.
Yep.
Because I'm currently downloading a soundtrack.
What? Well, then I guess this would be a perfect time to then say goodbye to everyone. Again, thanks, man, for having me again. We'll play,
of course, dude.
Later today. Yeah, man.
But in that case, apparently, Mr. Valhalla Jason Big Boy over here is going to be streaming later today, I hear.
Genshin Impact, we're doing more in Inazuma.
Well, there you go. That's the best shout out you can get at the man from the man himself. By the way, and see you guys in the next stream. Peace.
Take it easy, guys.